Have you ever realized that some places can hold so many memories even after you have moved on? Hi everyone, my name is Flavia and today I'm heading out to pay my electricity bills. But before I get there, I will also pass by a place that holds a very important part of my life in the UAE. This is the first place where I lived when I came here, and I used to come to the nearby building to pay my bills. So today, as I'm going to take care of my electricity payment, I thought, why not take you with me and show you where my journey in the UAE started. Sometimes when you move from one place to another, you don't realize how many memories you leave behind. You may leave the room, you may leave the building, you may leave the neighborhood, but the memories remain. I am here to pay my electricity bill. If you live in Dubai, you will probably be dealing with the DEWA, which stands for Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. But if you live in Sharjah, like I do, your electricity and water services are handled by SEWA, the Sharjah Electricity, Water and Gas Authority. So today, I'm taking care of my bill. Come along, let me show you something. This building right here is where I lived for 2 years. I stayed on the 3rd floor. Let's go check it out. At that time, I was sharing the room with 2 other ladies. This was one of those experiences that many low-income workers in the UAE can relate to. Right here in this corner is where home was, 301. When you are trying to survive on a limited salary, you don't always have the luxury of choosing a beautiful apartment or having your own room. Sometimes you simply look for somewhere affordable, safe enough, and close enough to work. You learn to adjust, you learn to share, you learn to live with people you don't know before. And sometimes those people become part of your life for a while. But life changes. When my daughter came to live with me, things happened. My landlord increased my rent because my daughter was now staying with me. I was told that I had to pay more because there was another person living in the same room. For someone living on a low budget, even a small increase in rent can have a big effect on the monthly budget. When your salary is already divided, you really have to calculate every dirham. Eventually, I had to leave the building and find somewhere else. But there was another issue that made the experience even more painful for me. When I left, my landlord refused to return my deposit of 1,000 dirham. For those who may not be familiar with this, when renting a partition, a room or a bed space, sometimes people pay deposits to the landlord or the person arranging the accommodation. According to the agreement, in my situation was that the deposit would be returned when I eventually left the bed space. But unfortunately, that did not happen. 1,000 dirham may not sound like a huge amount to everyone, but when you are a low-income worker trying to survive, 1,000 dirhams is a lot of money. That can be groceries, that can be part of the rent, that can be money you send back home, that can be an emergency fund. So losing 1,000 dirham was painful, and coming back here today, it reminds me of how much life has changed since those days. But there's something else I want also to talk about today, because some of you have been giving me advice about loneliness. Many of you have told me that I should try to meet more people from my country. Some of you have even suggested joining community groups. And honestly, I think this is wonderful advice. Having people around you is important. Having a community can make a huge difference when lonely abroad. But there is something I think we also need to talk about. Making friends in the UAE is not always as easy as people think. One reason is money. Many social activities cost money. You may be invited to a restaurant, you may be invited to a party, someone may even organize a yacht party. And all these, they may be entrance fees, transportation costs, or other expenses. And if you are earning low salary and trying to survive on a strict budget, you have to be very careful. You don't want to spend money you don't have simply because you are afraid of being left out. Sometimes you have to say, I can't afford it. And saying no repeatedly can make you feel like you are missing out. This is something I think many low-income workers experience. You want friendship, you want companionship, you want to socialize, but you also have responsibilities. So you have to find a balance between having a social life and protecting your financial stability. Another reason permanent friendship can be difficult in the UAE is that many people are here temporarily. This is something very unique about life as an expatriate. People come here with different plans. Some come for 2 years, 5 years, all others hope to stay permanently. UAE is a place where people come and go at any time. People get new jobs. Some move to other Emirates or other country, or their contract ends, or their visa situation changes, or they decide to return home. And just like that, the friendship becomes long distance. Some people leave the country completely. They go back to Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, India, Pakistan, Uganda, or wherever they came from. And you are left behind. You have to start all over again. I think one of the biggest lessons that I have learned from living abroad is that you have to appreciate people while they're still part of your life. At the same time, you should not put yourself under financial pressure just to fit into the social group. If you cannot afford a yacht party, you don't have to go. Friendship shouldn't have always to come with a big price tag. And I think this is especially important for the low-income workers, but I also think we deserve to protect our financial future. So, to everyone who has been telling me, Flavia, find your community, I hear you. I really appreciate the advice. I want genuine friendships. People who understand that sometimes I cannot spend money. People who understand that I have responsibilities. People who don't judge me because I live on a low budget. And maybe that's what community really means. Thank you so much for coming with me today. And if you have lived abroad, I would love to know, have you found permanent friendships in the country where you live? Or have most of your friendships been temporary because people eventually move away? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, supporting the channel, and following me through all these different chapters of my life here in the UAE.